and welcome to Beyond the Trade. Today we have a special guest, Kareem Duki, an automotive instructor from the NESC Police campus. So, Kareem, nice to have you. So, I want to find out what exactly motivated you to get into this field? What were some of the things that enticed you altogether?
Firstly, I would like to say automotive was not my first option. I was in the culinary arts.
Serious?
Yeah, serious.
I don't
yes.
never think that.
Yeah, but it was like that, right? I did have fun in school, and then I had some culinary school, but then I wasn't working out good in terms of the school had some problems with gate and stuff.
Okay.
And then I was like, you know what? Growing up in my teenage years, I always like motorcycles. I like motorsports.
Okay.
So like, you know what? I'm gonna follow my passion into this thing. That's how I went into the automotive field. So it started off when I after secondary school I worked at a garage for a short period of time. Then decided, you know what, I like it. So I came to NESC. While I was at NESC, I worked at a next garage after school on evenings. And after that, I worked at several companies, some local dealerships. And here I am today as an automotive instructor at NESC.
That's good. That's good. What are some of the passions that you have in trade? What are some things in particular that you pay special attention to?
Well, for myself, I like to see neat work. And it's sad to say, but many technicians in the field, they don't do any job at all. I like to see, so if you take out something from here and you put back something, you should know that it was interfered with.
Yeah.
That is my thing. I like to be neat, I like to be clean. That's my thing. But basically anything in terms of diagnosing problems, repairing problems, once you bring the problem, we could fix it, we'll deal with it.
Alright, fair enough. You sound like a professional. So, I know you have German cars and Italian cars. What are some other cars they have out there, and what are your favorites? What are your...
My favorite vehicles, in terms of Japanese vehicles, I would say I like Toyota, I like the Lexus line. My new favorite one is the new Hilux GR model, right? It's a lot of money, but hopefully one day I'll be able to afford it.
You mentioned the GR line. What exactly about that line that you know?
Because as a guy's racing line is like it's like, you know, Toyota, it's like how, you know, Mercedes would have AMG, the top their sports spec.
Okay.
That's like their sports spec, you know. That's the top line.
Okay, fair enough. So, in terms of technology, I know we have CNG cars, we have electric cars, and we have the regular gasoline vehicle cars. So, do you see that the gasoline vehicles cars taking the back door anytime soon?
In Trinidad and Tobago, right now, we have a lot of, not just hybrid, but electric vehicles, because a hybrid vehicle is different from an electric vehicle. A hybrid vehicle is you have two propulsion sources. So you will still have an engine in a hybrid vehicle,
right,
versus an electric vehicle where you would have just an electric, you don't have an engine.
Oh, okay, I didn't know.
You just have an electric motor, right? I wouldn't say gasoline will go right out the door, right? It can never go right out the door.
Fair enough.
And I don't think anytime soon it would be. I mean, they still have this. All the vans are bringing in Trinidad and Tobago is still regular fuel diesel, right? But yes, the local dealerships started bringing in more electric vehicles. Companies start selling full electric vehicles, more hybrid vehicles. I think that's a good thing, and I think for the youths also it's a good thing, you know, to come to school, learn the trade, go out into the industry, get a proper experience, and get properly educated on those vehicles.
Alright. So when you say get proper experience, so you would recommend for them to come at NES to get the proper experience?
To get the proper base start, to get education, learn about the basics. You gotta start.
You mentioned basic. What are some of the basic things or basic components that a car will need to function? Because I mean, an engine is one thing, but an engine or suspension, I mean, that is a vehicle.
No, when I say the proper education, I mean, at NESC, they would learn the proper procedure to do things. So, obviously, before you start working on an electric vehicle, you need to follow a shutdown procedure. As we would say locally, as a normal mechanic, plenty of them don't know how to do that. they'll go to fix aqua, they'll go to do something like aqua, for example, they'll just start working. What you really need to know is that to have a service plug when you're doing certain things on the vehicle. You need to remove the service plug.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're endangering yourself.
And it's really knowledge comes into play.
And that's exactly
Yeah,
it.
I follow. So I have a little trivia game to play here, right?
No problem.
So what is the main function of a car's transmission?
A car transmission is used to take engine torque and increase or decrease gear ratios.
Okay, alright, that seems correct. What about what components in the car is responsible for reducing engine noise and directing exhaust gases out of the vehicle?
The exhaust system of the vehicle.
Alright, cool. What is the role of a vehicle suspension system?
To absorb road shock.
You sure?
Sure. And driver, for drivers to be comfortable, for the passengers and driver.
Alright, the tire rotation. Okay, this thing about tire rotation, how important is it? Or is it even important?
When you say rotate the tires, you mean switching the tires?
Switching the tires.
Right. Well, I would say that's important to a certain extent. It will assist in tire wear, but your tires, so once your tires are supposed to be wearing properly, once your alignment angles are proper, correct, and once your tire inflation is correct also, your tire is too soft or too hard, it can wear unevenly.
And what about the function of a radiator?
The function of the radiator is to cool the coolant in the vehicle.
Alright, that seems about it. So tell me something. What is one of your biggest achievements working at NESC or as an instructor, passing on education altogether?
Personal achievement was an achievement in terms of with your class or?
Let's say with the class. Yeah.
Well, I would say my biggest achievement is in my class, we have a togetherness in my class, right? We and the students, we have a good relationship. Is a fun thing, to work together with students. Sometimes you have to teach students that, everybody's different.
Mm-hmm.
Not because you and somebody can't see eye to eye means I'm going to disagree fully on something. We can agree to disagree.
That is it, yeah.
Yeah, and apart from educating students about automotive vehicles, the trade itself, I think life skills is really important also. Day-to-day life skills. For example, not everybody goes into the industry to work with. You're going to be able to see eye to eye with them.
At all. It happens, yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes if you don't like somebody and you can deal with it, if it go the other way around, you just have to know, you just have to learn. These are things you have to learn.
Yeah.
So I think,
Alright.
normal day-to-day life skills.
Alright, Khadeem. Thanks for being here.
Alright.
I appreciate the conversation.
Take care, enjoy it.